Do another intro. Alright, ready?
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to Gibbons vs. Games. I'm Riley Morse.
I'm Damien Schneider.
And today we'll be actually checking out the Kickstarter exclusive models and components for the new Zombicide Green Horde. Now, normally we would open all the boxes in front of you to give our first impression. We love these games, we couldn't wait that long, I'm sorry. So, We've opened one of the boxes. We've still got the rest of them.
Yeah. Yes, and that's
There's a few models.
Yeah, this is the box that it came in. It was just kind of like the guy came to deliver it. It's like, you've got a puzzle. It's like that actually is quite a decent puzzle. So let's
So put that to the side and let's see what else we've got.
Yeah.
So that is the Horde box. That comes with what, Damien?
This has got like pretty much all the things that they unlocked during the campaign. So all the extra models and fancy stuff like that. So I'm not sure what. I think a lot of that was Kickstarter exclusive, so you may not actually be able to get it.
So this is stuff you could have bought. So this is...
Yes, so this is stuff that you should theoretically be able to get on the shelf later on. I'm going to sit back down because we're kind of off the screen.
Yeah, look. At the moment, we're just going to have to...
Okay.
So this
how
is
about you just chuck that down the side and we'll just pull things out.
Alright. So this is one I was excited for simply because of the Kirag and Thorg character. Like, you're kidding me? So we have a special guest, Paul Bonner's character designs for Zombicide.
Yep.
We have North, the Halfling. There's a lot of parody characters in this. So this is Thingo from Game of Thrones, is it not? The dwarf. Tyrion? Is that the one?
Does that look like Tyrion to you?
Oh, or is it the guy from Stranger Things? That's what his face looks like.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. The guy with the lisp. I can never remember names. I'm bad at names at the best times. So, we have another special guest pack, Sean A. Murray, his character designs, which has 3 characters, and it looks like an Innsmouth Inquisitor.
Sweet.
Okay.
Yep.
Interesting. Cool.
Yep.
That's gonna look
Love it.
nice. Yeah. I'm going up. I'm picking scale up. So what's this? What have we got? We've got Liam. No idea who that's from.
Well, is it another one of the...
It doesn't look like one of the Stranger Things people, though.
No.
Oh, unless it's the kid that goes asleep for the first whole season, so we barely know who he is.
Spoilers.
If you haven't seen Stranger Things by now, what are you doing? Then we have the Rat King and the Swamp Troll.
Ah, yes.
I don't suppose they're playable, are they?
No, they're like... I think it's like a variant of the Necromancer.
Oh, okay, interesting. The Rat King looks really good.
Yeah.
So that looks very nice. Now we're into... Oh my god, how much stuff did you buy? Okay,
Not
then.
all of it. This is not all the stuff that you could get from...
There's a reason these people got millions of dollars.
Yes.
So, Zombicide, no rest for the wicked.
So this is one of the big expansion box things that are available, and...
There's another dragon.
Yes.
This contains...
Let's just...
Fancy clicker, engage. This contains 15 hordes of rat, 18 spectral walkers, a trebuchet, some cards, and a dragon. Now, we've already got one in there. Shh. So, we've already got a dragon in there. Is it the same design?
No, I believe this one is bigger than the one that we saw in this box.
Oh my god, this is going to take a while. Let's keep moving.
Yep.
And then we have Zombicide, Friends and Foes. Now, this is actually expansion... Oh, Black Plague and Green Horde, because Green Horde's standaloneable, isn't it?
Yes.
So this contains, looks like more walker zombies, wolves, cats, some type
No,
of
these are your pets. So anything that is that sort of browny colour thing is playable stuff.
Pets. Alright, that's different.
So you've got some direwolf things. You've actually got like little tiny birdie sphinx thing there. I can't remember exactly what it was.
Some kind of vicious cat bastard. 4 characters, standard equipment cards, standard tiles. I wonder if they'll have its own sort of campaigns and maps.
Possibly.
Possibly.
We'd probably find out if we read stuff on the box.
Yep.
But yeah.
And, you know, we're getting to open it, so who cares?
Yep.
Let's...
So Is that everything out of there?
That is everything out of the big cardboard box we are. Unless you want to review styrofoam corners.
I mean, they were very nicely packed.
Shh.
Okay. Where do we start?
I mean, let's start small, right? Let's go. You open one, I'll open one.
Yeah. Okay. Got a little Strange Things kid.
We really should get a knife. Scissors! That'll work.
Okay. Yeah. And plastic goes everywhere.
The joy of having an office for these things now, though.
Yes.
Alright, I have Liam. Liam can hold a curved dagger. Ooh, zombie link at level 1. So every time zombies act...
I think it might be him.
Yeah. So every time zombies act, he's able to act. Like, get an additional action, I should say. Apart from that, you got standard +1 action. We're assuming you know the game if you're watching this video. +1 action, +1 damage to melee, slippery, rotten as his ultimate. So, interesting. Alright, cool.
So, starting off, so North of Halfling starts with a +1 free search action.
Oh, good, there's a new search monkey for me.
So our general tactic whenever we play this game is loot as much as we can and then go and hit stuff with the big
We'll
sticks.
literally go to the nearest sort of 4-room building, hot gate one door, and just run in circles, looting till we're all loaded, and then we'll go slaughter things. The models have been stepped up in quality.
Yes.
They really have. I've got a little bandage on the sword, but it's a really thin piece of plastic. But apart from that, the metal work, or like the work on his armor just in general, is pretty gorgeous.
Yeah, like, I mean, I'm reading facial expressions and everything on this. Like, I could hold it up to a camera, but you're not going to be able to see it unless you're actually physically looking at it, or you got someone with a really nice,
There's actually good comment on the facial expression. I've really got that. You get some models that the art will show this, and then it'll just be a really silly looking face. There's a really defined, good looking smirk on this character, which is exactly what's in the artwork.
Yeah.
It's pretty stellar.
I mean,
so let's just
great.
Chuck that back in there. Those are the first of our... Let's line up characters and stuff over here.
Or do we want to just have them out of the box? I mean, we're not going to keep them in that thing.
No, we're not going to keep them in these. These are going away too. Sure. Boom.
So, just so you get a bit of an idea on how many...
much?
Yeah.
Cards. Let's put cards in that corner.
Cards over there. Okay. Keep these little boxes.
Okay, sure.
Do you like those? They're nice little...
So then, why don't you open that and I'll open this? Yeah? Or do we want to open both as special guests? Let's
do it.
Please. I'm so excited for one of the characters in this. There's 2 characters I'm super excited for. There's a giant, and then there's this one. So.
Yeah. This one's got a little bit more non-human-esque sort of things.
This is rather savage, sort of primal in its character design.
Yeah.
Okay, so this guy's spent 3 years with Games Workshop Design Studio.
Wow. Actually, looking at...
looking at the designs is definitely... So he contributed to Mutant Chronicles, Rackham's Confrontation, Shadowrun, and Riot Minds as well. So this guy's been around the block. What about yours?
This guy's done a lot of work with D&D Online and Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning.
Woo!
So
Played both of those.
Yeah. Gateway, the Book of Wizards. Yeah,
Come on.
Let's look at the fancy stuff. We want to see fancy stuff.
I wasn't saying come onto yours. Come onto the bit of plastic that wouldn't open. One by one?
Yeah.
This video could take a while. Alright. It's so big. You've got the poor little dude. Alright. So, we have... Oh, goodness. The things are in here.
Did you want some scissors for that?
Yeah. Yes, I would. Mind you, that's not going to be much easier. Okay, so straight away, how are you meant to get these out without damaging? Like,
Okay,
come
well,
on.
I'll go first because I've got a nice little snap lock bag.
Sure.
Yes, so first thing to say, I mean, we're doing an unboxing, we're looking at the packaging. All of the stuff that you get for the Zombicide games are all nicely packaged, and you do get some bends with some of the models, but on the whole,
generally it's
really
pretty good,
nice.
and generally they design their models to try and avoid that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So they do know their limitations most of the time.
Birnbauer. And
Is he a fish with a gun?
He is a fish with a gun. He is a fish with a gun. That's kind of amazing.
Okie day then.
So he's a fish with a gun, and he starts with lightning ball. So that would be a spell, and he starts with something that you can put in his body slot thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's really nice.
Lightning ball. Cool.
Yeah. Cool.
And he actually starts with it. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes. So
+1 maximum range.
yes. Yeah. There's a couple of people have had that,
Okay.
like the Legolas knockoff character and whatnot.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Sort
but
of a
look-
ranged magic.
yeah, ranged magic.
Then
Well,
point blank. Interesting.
yeah, no, well that just allows you to shoot at things. You can still use your range stuff
In
close up.
melee range, yeah.
Cool. Yeah,
Cool.
he's gonna go in the lineup. Little fish lips.
So, this is a Phaolin. Normal necromancy rules, so I guess he takes place of a necromancer. So, normal necromancy rules, plus any survivor suffers a damage 2 attack whenever they enter their zone, or when they enter your zone. So
Wow.
it's a necromancer that you can't just walk in and immediately gib, because it's going to hit you with 2 damage, which is half your health bar.
That's really interesting, especially considering that a lot of what we do as players is we don't use a whole lot of ranged characters, and it will just be like our powerhouses will just walk into a bunch of zombies and kill them. Whereas
Reaper melee, etc.
yeah, whereas that's gonna be a really nice sort of change up to how we play.
I'll start a second line back there.
Yep.
Yours.
So I've got what's his full name? Grand Inquisitor Innsmouth. So
Right.
so normal necromancer rules, plus no line of sight can be drawn to Innsmouth's zone by actors outside of it. So
For him, you have to get into combat too.
yeah. So and that's his entire zone, so he'll obscure everything in his zone. That's how that's reading, right?
No line of sight can be drawn to Innsmouth, so... Oh, that's evil as hell.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not so bad for us, because again, like you said, we don't rely on those ranged characters very much. Like, you're the one that uses them most. But we have Courtney playing... Reaper melee character 10.
Yeah. Morgana or... No,
Yeah, Morgana.
Morrigan.
Morrigan. Whatever. One of them. And she just blends the zone. So that's not as problematic as maybe that is.
Yeah, well, for our playstyle anyway. But if you have both of them in there...
Okay, so you need to diversify.
Yep.
Good.
Yep.
Excellent.
No,
All right.
Fantastic.
So I will... there we go. So I will have a look at Carol Blackoak. So maybe holding a Dwarven Hammer in the body slot. Collection Runner, an additional action. Collector Fatty. So that's new, this Collector. And then Collector Walker as an ultimate. So maybe she gets bonuses for having a certain amount of things.
Yeah. That's going to be a cool thing to check up and see what those rules are.
I wonder where those rules come in.
Yeah.
All right, we need to speed this up.
Yes.
Holy hell, it's going to take forever.
We've got Spellbones. He's his like creepy gangly thing. There's actually like little tiny dude underneath there as well.
Nice.
Which you don't actually see on the card, so that kind of surprised me a bit.
Yeah. Starts with Lucky, okay, and Ghost Sight. All right.
Zombie Link.
And Rotten. Very much a supporting magic character.
Yeah.
+1 dice roll to magic. Rotten means they ignore you if you're in their square. Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
All right, I have Tola. So Tola's a giant orc. Feel how heavy that miniature is?
Wow.
That's solid as hell. He's a gorgeous miniature.
Yeah. And this is
truly beautiful.
What's really interesting is this is less the sort of orc that you see in. Do they describe them as an orc or?
Oh, it's just very orc looking.
Yeah, like it's very much the Warcraft Warhammer sort of style with the big extended jaw.
Yeah, very much that large, extended, pronounced underjaw, etc. He's a replacement for Redcap because he's got the +1 damage melee first level. Then he goes into Barbarian. Do we know what Barbarian does?
I can't remember. It's not in any of the characters that we use frequently.
Bloodlust melee. I usually play Rodney Redcap. I'm usually a big hitter early. Because you need someone to deal with fatties and an early abomination just in case, because you give a hammer and just whoop, whoop, whoop. But, so that's an interesting replacement, and that model's so much nicer than Rodney. The models over all the expansions have just stepped up. They're just getting better and better and better. Cool Minis, they know their game.
Yeah, they call themselves Cool Mini or not, so I assume that they're going to spend some time on that. Now, this is an interesting character. So this is Kendra, and I think this is the reason why we might have ended up getting this box to begin with. Just because my partner likes playing like the shadowy
assassin
female
types.
Yeah. And so starts with Slippery, so I believe you can just step out of zombie zones.
Yep.
And
holy mother of free actions.
Yeah.
So just gets to do a lot of things, it looks like, as well as having telekinetic blast in the body slot if you don't want your armor.
And it looks like you can choose to go either melee or magic.
Right.
So, yeah, it depends on whether you... and when you go around the clock, you can start picking up the others as well. But yeah, she looks really cool.
So I'm super confused. Is this 2 characters in one? 2 people have to play this?
I'm not entirely sure.
So this is Kirag and Thorg. It has 2 character cards. One is Kirag, one is Thorg. And that's the model. It is gorgeous, and I'm so excited for it.
And it is huge.
It is enormous.
Oh, that's Fish Lips. He's kind of tiny anyway.
He's kind of tiny.
He's
fairly normal sized.
He's a
enormous. And it's got this really cool tribal feel with this mask, and just you're home now. You're home. So Thorg starts with a free move action. And he starts with Tactician, so then Brothers in Arms, 1 damage, Brothers in Arms, Brothers in Arms. So maybe you don't have to take them both, but if you do, you get stuff. And what I'm wondering is, like, where's the rules for this guy explained? Yeah. This is one of the things, is that Cool Mini are not famous for not,
I think it is actually 2 different characters.
Yep.
So if you are playing in smaller groups and stuff like that, it'd probably be something that you'd run as...
That's so cool.
As just like I'm playing these 2 characters together.
Yeah.
It could be interesting playing as like 2 different people playing it.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna move over here. It's like, no, I wanted to do stuff.
That's really cool. So interestingly enough, just quick aside, this is something we've started to see in like competitive video games, like League of Legends: Defense of the Ancients. Is you have characters which are 2 players in one.
Okay.
Right? So it's interesting that someone's bringing this to a board game now like this. And I'm really excited for it. Like, we do play a lot of games where we play 2 characters and we play things on the hardest difficulty. I'll immediately be playing that if we do. Just saying, if anyone tries to get this off me, I'll scalp them.
Yeah.
So that's awesome, and we are done with those boxes. So
cool.
Before we hit, we would like these, but not the molds.
Yeah, not the molds.
So before we get to our major boxes, let's just quickly polish this off. Which would you like? River Troll or Rat King?
I'll do the Rat King.
You'll do the Rat King?
Yeah. He's the Rat King.
Yeah.
I think they are all like, they're all synergistic models, so they,
There we are. All right.
Oh, we do actually get little rules?
We get rules with these ones. That's helpful. So the Rat King is damage 1, Only takes damage to destroy and only rewards 1 experience point. He follows the Necromancer rules. When he spawns, you also spawn the indicated number of swarm of rats with it, according to the current danger level. After the Rat King performs an extra activation, add 1 swarm of rats miniatures in its zone. Ooh, that's bad. Then all swarms of rats on the board get an extra activation. That is gross.
Wow. Yeah, cool. Let's
The Swamp Troll, I'll just keep reading while you unpack
you read that out and I'll get these sorted.
Swamp Troll does 2 damage and takes 3 damage to destroy as per most abominations. He rewards 5 experience, again as per abominations. Wounds inflicted by abominations can't be prevented by armor rolls. A damaged 3 or more weapon or dragon bile is required to kill an abomination. The Swamp Troll is spawned in the noisiest zone on the board if it's a waterhole zone. If the noisy... Oh, so that's where the water starts to come in the green board. If the noisiest zone is not a waterhole zone, the Swamp Troll spawns in the waterhole zone closest to it. If several waterhole zones are eligible, players choose yada 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 yada. If there are no waterhole zones, the Swamp Troll spawns in the spawn zone closest to the noise zone instant. Excellent.
Yeah, no, that's kind of cool.
So, Swamp Troll's model is pretty good. Not my favourite. He's got some weird tusk things from his lower jaw. He's got some gills. He just has a very defined arse. Just putting that out there. But he's well enough. He's got some guts hanging out, so a bit Nurgle-esque.
Yeah. So it's quite humanoid.
Yep.
As well. Which I mean, I do like sort of monstery, creaturey.
Yeah, more bestial sort of things. Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, no, cool. These are just the little cards.
Little cards
things here.
for them to slot into the deck.
Yep, fantastic. Let's get those out of the way. And actually, I really like the Rat Kings.
Yeah, the Rat King looks a lot nicer, just style-wise for us.
Yeah, like he's just holding a little bucket, and there's this swarm of rats coming out. And he's got a big rat next to him.
Hold her up.
That's kind of cool.
He's pretty nifty.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably not going to see much there, but
we are working on getting some sort of focus camera that we can move around. And he comes with a nice horde of rats in the tray, as always. The rat swarms are very nice. Looks like you got 2 different styles.
Yep.
They're alright. They're a little fuzzy on detail in some points, but with a swarm type thing, you're always going to be.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's nice enough. So that's
cool.
Additional rat swarms on top of friends and foes, right? No rest for the wicked.
One of those.
One of those has
rats.
That's cool.
Yes. So rat swarms in no rest for the wicked. Great.
All right. Let's put the boxes to the side. Throw away the plastic inserts because who likes those?
Woo!
And the rules.
Let's keep the rules over there.
Yeah. It's neat in this area.
Okay.
Let's go Horde box because we've already opened it. We'll just quickly flick through the models in there because we don't really need to discuss them because we've seen them. We'll discuss them for you guys, I suppose.
Yeah, so I mean, this is just a whole lot of extra models. Like we do have some rules for the different things in
Gun
here.
and horse.
Yeah.
Alright. So should we start? So it comes with a whole bunch of variants on the abomination. So it comes with like nightmare zombie unicorns and big tentacle monsters and
do we even want to view from above?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So it comes in this big beautiful layout with all the relevant cards. You know, each one has their own specific insert
it does.
area.
No, I'm pretty sure yours does go over there.
Oh, whatever. Yep. So they're all fairly gorgeous. Yeah. That's a bit more of a standard abomination.
Yeah. Well, it's they do a lot of color coding and stuff like that, which is quite nice, particularly if you don't get around to painting them. So any of your standard sort of enemies are this grey thing. Any of the orc specific stuff is that green colour.
Also comes with the other playable character I'm interested in, the Bloody Giant, which even compared to Torag and Thorg, is still a bit taller.
Yeah.
Right? Not a ton, And definitely skinnier, but still
quite impressive.
bloody cool. And then it comes with the giant. It comes with another ballista.
That's going to be cool.
I think let's leave him out.
Okay.
And let's leave the dragon out so we can compare it to the other dragon.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yep.
The wings hold in very nicely on their own if you're not a, leave it out forever, gorgeously painted type of guy, which Damien is not. Well, no, is. Wait, what? Alright, I've confused myself.
Too many double negatives.
And we have dragon, which, Torag and Thorg.
Yeah.
Right?
That's kind of huge.
Enormous. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I love it. Can't wait to see how it compares.
Okay, and the other thing is, if we just swap to top camera, because I'm not sure that we'll be pulling all of these out. We've got... let's get the plastic
Top layer off, yep. There we are.
We've got, now, there's a whole lot of extra just orc models. There's another necromancer, there's more runners, walkers, that sort of thing.
All the brown, then, is extra characters.
Yeah, that's...
all of it. It's nightmare fuel.
Yeah.
There's so many options now, it's crazy.
So I'm wondering if we do need to figure out some sort of randomization thing, which could be fun, and that way we've...
It could, but I'm always going to default to Torag if you give me the options.
Yeah.
So...
we've also got, for
no.
Monty Python fans, this tiny little thing here, it's going to be really difficult to see on any sort of camera or whatnot.
Yep.
You've got the Abominable Bunny, which is...
literally the rabbit from Monty Python, and insta-kills everyone with no saves available if you touch it.
Yeah, you have to kill it with fire, with dragon fire. Or I believe in the items and things that we've got in here, we've got like a whole stack of cards. You've actually got something which is suspiciously similar to the Holy Hand Grenade. Yeah.
Alright, let's pack this back up. Let's move on to the newer boxes.
So, get that away. Get this.
This goes generally... oh, right, yeah. Okay.
Blam, blam.
So lots of beautiful stuff. There.
Here we go. Okay, let's get that off the table.
Alright. Friends and foes.
Friends and foes. Okay.
Scissors.
Yeah.
Just make this so much easier.
There we go.
Yeah.
Lots of new stuff today.
Lots of new stuff.
Okay.
We've still got to play with all of this. It's going to take a long time to work through these characters.
Yeah.
Alright. Zombicide, friends and foes.
Yeah, and I'd just gotten to the point where I'd played pretty much every character except for the staples that other people used.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, just in time for you to not be bored then.
Yeah.
So it does look like it's a full game. It's like a full expansion.
Yeah, yeah. So we've got rules and quests in here, which is nice.
Yep.
Nice
tiles, sort of cathedral-esque looking, and some towns. Lots more water for that river troll.
Yep.
So that's very nice to see. Okay, so standard stack of tiles. I don't think we'll break them apart just yet. Got to keep moving. So that's a much more vibrant green, again, to separate the orcs. That's real neon.
Yeah.
Courtney will love those. Then it looks like we've got all your pets there.
Yeah, well, I mean,
let's
actually look at them while we're talking about them. Is that taped?
No, it's just very much stuck on. Yes, it is.
It is taped?
It is taped. We have tape.
We have scissors. And more tape.
More tape. Rock, paper, scissors, tape.
Yeah. Tape all those ones. Okay.
Alright. So we've got all our pets up the top here. We've got... wow, the abomination looks cool. It's kind of like a nature goat.
Like shamanistic sort of thing. Yeah. Oh,
again, very humanoid.
Hmm.
Okay, and then all the zombies are sort of, again, that shamanistic approach. Our fur coats, we've got some sort of bulging arms, lots of thorns, etc. You've got 2 dogs, 2 tiny griffiny dudes, and 2 wolves.
These actually look like little flying cats. If you look at them closely.
Ew. Ew! Then we have 4 characters, which I will pull out. Alright.
Okay,
So if we set
that's-
these back into their box,
Yeah.
and then I think set them aside. Pop you back in there, my friend. They're fairly nice. A bit lesser quality model-wise.
Yeah.
Bit less detailed than some of the expansion characters.
Yeah, compared to the characters, I think they're a lower quality. It might be that sort of thing that they're doing. It's like, okay, we don't need as much quality for your regular sort of foot troops, but they're going to keep it up for...
Yeah, the specials, basically.
Don't eat my cards.
I'm not. Again, this packaging is really annoying.
You're going to get that with any sort of board game and whatnot, though. I think it's always difficult to... Yeah. Now there's, like, Riley slobber over everything.
You'll deal.
That's...
See how annoying it is? See how scissors don't help in the slightest?
Yeah, that's...
Why, Kumini? When we're trying to praise you constantly. So we've got standard item cards here as well as your Horde cards. So Taint the Horde. Tainted walkers. So they're tainted creatures. Okay, there's no tainted runners or tainted fatties or tainted crows. It's walkers, abominations. Oh, and they included a few more Enter the Hordes, which works with the Green Horde mechanic. Other than that, we have heavy daggers, heavy swords, horn bows, maces, plague mask. That looks awesome. To tainted blood spray. You're immune to tainted blood spray. That sounds horrible. Power wave.
I can just imagine characters going...
It's a dagger for combat spells. It adds another dice to combat spells.
Nice.
Isn't there a character that was allowed power wave in the... Yes, someone was allowed... The guy that had the range increase was allowed power wave. Him, I think.
Cool.
Was allowed power wave in the body slot. Oh, okay, so it's called a Gog instead of a dog.
No, there's Gog and Magog. You've got...
Seth and Venardus.
So they're items, are they?
It looks like it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep,
Yeah, so
they're items. Yeah. So right down the end, we have these lovely puppers sort of thing.
Yeah, so you've got more of your standard sort of dogs, then you've got wolf type things, and then you've got your little cat sphinx stuff.
Ew.
So what do they...
So the handler gets +2 dice in melee, +1 dice in melee, and I suppose that's more a utility type. Interesting to see how they work, for sure. Cool. Alright.
Yeah. Interesting.
Cabral, this gentleman here, like that, I don't know, gets shove, actions, barbarian, bloodlust, melee. He's a very standard sort of choppy character and can hold a heavy dagger. That's nothing particularly special. The model is, again, it's that increased quality over, say, the zombies themselves. It's going right up there. Intricate, work on the fur. The facial expressions are good. He's a far more traditional orc. The more humanoid orc, I should say.
Yeah.
Not necessarily traditional.
So, I've got Solveig, who's looking like a very sort of Norse-esque character. Can hold a heavy sword. Has Born Leader. I can never remember what that does because it's not part of our...
You can pick someone to take an additional action every turn, can't you? I'm fairly sure because I play that chap occasionally with Born Leader.
Yeah.
Okay, what else?
So
Wow,
you've got...
combat. Again, Brother in Arms.
Yeah. So we'll have to...
Maybe if someone else is on your square. Which is probably why he has so much of it.
Potentially.
Yeah.
I'll put her out.
I'll leave him for you, shall I? So then we've got Caitlin, which is again a Brothers in Arms at first level for this one. So Brothers in Arms +1 die combat. So I assume to get the +1 dice in combat, you'd need to have someone else in your square. Then free actions, sprint, free actions, and extra damage. So fairly standard combat character, but a bit more teamwork reliant. Which is typically how we play it anyway, besides Courtney.
Yeah.
We'll stay in the same square and just hack and walk down the field, and she'll just whoop off that way.
And somehow be able to take care of everything by herself anyway.
Either that or, on a very rare occasion, get absolutely smacked and be like, help, running backwards. It's great.
So Doran is, very much like looking like your basic sort of spellcaster class. So you got +1 die roll to magic.
Ooh,
I was about to say, it's like, I've seen
level.
these. Yeah.
Ooh.
That's... Okay.
That's
that
nice.
could be interesting.
That's very nice.
You can hold Power Blast in your spot, although you can get Spellbook later on, so that's just going to almost nullify that. But you can get Spellbook, which allows you to just cast spells from your backpack anyway.
Yeah, I guess it depends on whether you want to go for a utility early or just raw power, which limits your options.
Actually, because you can just go an extra dice, and when you've already got the +1 to the dice as well.
Yep.
And then you can do that again when you get to red, which... Well, okay, you can just use him to just smash.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you get one of the more powerful spells.
Earthquake, Inferno, or whatever it is, something like that.
Yeah, you get extra dice, extra,
extra, results, etc.
Yeah. No. Okay. Cool. No,
Awesome.
That's actually more interesting than I first thought. From glancing at his card.
And finally, we have no rest for the wicked.
Yes.
All right. This is Big Dragon time.
Do you want to look from above? There we go.
Help me. Help me. So this looks like spirits and stuff. Oh,
we've got blue.
Blue. Finally.
And I've seen it. There it is.
That is enormous.
Okay. But just take the whole thing out. I think we need to get rid of the tape. Scissors.
Scissors.
Oh, you've got them.
Okay.
I got this one. Oh no, I've got 2 tape.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Come on. There we go.
Woo!
Boy, Necromantic Dragon.
Yep. They've actually done a really nice thing with the art style and whatnot.
Yeah.
Where they've
I love how it just shows. Yep, there's a dragon on these spaces. Do it.
Okay,
Well,
so
that's
I mean,
enormous.
we can see it. We're not gonna hold on ceremony.
No,
here.
no, we're far too excited. Wow, that's a fair swig bigger than the other one.
Yep. Okay. Wow.
Alright, hold on. So, basic dragon.
Do we want to? I don't know. That'll kind of.
Other dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bigger.
Yeah. That's.
Sup, Dad?
And I mean,
Holy
we were
hell.
saying before that the foot troops didn't have the detail on them. This definitely has the detail on
the
it.
dragons definitely come with
So
it.
you've got all the textured skin and stuff like that. You can actually see like the muscle and sinew and whatnot going in there.
Damien, please, nice paint job. That's gorgeous. It's not too heavy. It's not gonna wobble or it's not particularly unbalanced or anything. You're able to knock your table around, no worries with that. Which can be a concern when you've got this sort of spiral tail support thing, but
Yeah, no, he's fine.
it's grand. It's great.
That's ridiculous.
Well, alright. I really don't want to fight that. I really don't want to have to tangle with that thing.
Well, I mean, is that the point where... I don't even know how you're supposed to kill the dragons. Is that something where...
Surely Dragon Bile does not do the job.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Rodney is ready. Oh, wow,
Rodney
look at
will
the
be
chest.
dead.
We're rule checking, are we?
Yeah, I'm just going to see if... like just knowing how to kill it.
Well, while you look, we've got some rat swarms. They look to be... Yes, they are. They're the same designs as the one that came with the special character. More likely this was designed before the special character. But that means they're nice enough. They're perfectly serviceable. We have 2 different types of spirit models. Looks to be maybe spirit walkers and spirit runners. Both of which are nice designs. But again, because they're your foot troopy type dudes, they're a bit lower quality. They're a nice blue colour, which again distinguishes them if you're not going to paint them. Meaning your board presence is quite nice because you've got all this multicolour going on. Everything's themed. It's quite nice. And then you've got another ballista. Is this the same size as the other one? You didn't pull the other ballista out, did you?
No. That is exactly the same model.
Exactly the same model? Alrighty. There we go. Ballista's a very nice model. Ballista's quite detailed. I'm excited to see how that works. Because the trebuchet is really powerful. But we've only played with it once or twice. Because again, we've just been busy. So yeah. How does it work?
I'm just seeing
So there we go. Ballista is one way to take care of the big dragon.
So there is a deck for the dragon.
Yes.
It's different from the actual spawn cards of it.
Oh really?
Yeah. So the Necromantic Dragon is removed from the board whenever it is hit with a damage 2 or more weapon, matching its current vulnerability card, or a ballista. Now, this isn't killing it. This is just it gets removed from the table. So we want to look for vulnerability cards. There we go.
Here we are.
So we've got like a small deck of them. What it looks like you'll do is whenever the dragon is out, you'll have a vulnerability. Again, I haven't read the rules too closely here, but so this says the necromantic dragon is vulnerable to the ballista and melee weapons. So you have
damage melee.
Yeah, you have to hit it with melee weapon. After you hit it with that, it flies up, and then it'll come back later on, and then it's vulnerable to ranged weapons.
Yep.
And then you keep going through, and once you've gone through all of these cards, that's when you kill it.
Okay. Interestingly, we also have these weird sort of compass ones that are relying on a dice roll. So maybe this is where it moves / what it does, or is spawning, etc.
Yeah. So that's to do with
to know the direction to push a survivor, put the card parallel to any edge of the board. Then okay, so it looks like it shoves you if you survive it or if it lands, etc. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. Well, that's a ton of exciting stuff.
Yeah.
That's such a cool model.
I mean, just like looking at the footprint over there. I mean, we've only just taken out a couple of the models
here. And that's a fraction of them. Like that's half of what we got on the board.
And again, this wasn't everything that was available.
That's just crazy. The amount of content that exists for this game currently is just immense. I'll be surprised if we finish playing all the characters before the next expansion.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Well done, Cool Mini, as always. I'm sure there's going to be problems with the rules. Unfortunately, with Cool Mini, there always is. But
yeah, but I mean, it's the sort of thing where the rules are simple enough that
you work around it, and just the models and the gameplay is totally worth it. Zombicide is a fun game.
It's very much just pick up and have a bash with it, rather than we want to sit down for an intense sort of game struggle sort of thing.
If you do that, play Gloomhaven. I will promote that sucker to the ends of the earth. It's a good game. All right,
cool, great.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah,
I've been Riley Morse.
I'm Damien Schneider.
We've been Slinky. Gibbons versus Games.
There we go.
Right. And we will catch you next time.
Cool. See you then.
Well,
okay. And now we
pack it up.